Why your vision must be bigger than the classroom walls. Today I want to speak to students, secondary school students, university students, college learners, vocational trainees, and even lifelong learners, who know deep down that they are meant for more than simply passing through the academic system. And I want to speak to the parents, the teachers, the school managers, the community leaders, and the mentors who shape the environments these students grow in. Because what we are about to discuss is not merely about schoolwork, marks, or revision schedules. It is about your future, your identity, your capacity, and your life's horizon. The topic today is simple yet transformative: why your vision must be bigger than the classroom walls. You and I know that education does not end at the final examination. Your life will not be measured by your report cards alone, but by the size of the future you build through courage, imagination, discipline, and consistent effort. And that building begins with one essential key: vision, the picture you hold of your future before your future arrives. Let us begin this journey. Part I, the two students, a tale of direction and destiny. Imagine two students, both sitting in the same classroom, both taught by the same teachers, both exposed to the same curriculum, and both equipped with similar abilities. And yet, years later, their lives look dramatically different. Let us call them Elena and Marcus. Elena is disciplined, organized, and hardworking. She studies well, completes assignments, and knows how to pass exams. She takes school seriously. But Elena has one hidden challenge: her vision only extends as far as the next test. Her goals are narrowly focused: pass the next maths paper, finish the next term, get good enough grades, and eventually secure a stable job. Her academic life is neatly managed, but her future is largely unimagined. She has mastered survival in school, but she has not learned to design a life. Then we have Marcus. Marcus was not the top student at first. He struggled to understand certain subjects. He did not come from a privileged background, but Marcus had something powerful, a vision grand enough to shape every decision he made. While learning the same lessons as everyone else, Marcus imagined a future of designing sustainable cities, or leading major medical innovations, or creating an educational platform that transforms thousands of lives. His mind was not limited by the timetable on the wall, because he understood something fundamental. Education is a launchpad, not a prison, a foundation, not a ceiling. Marcus's vision pulled him into a higher level of discipline, inspiration, and resilience. His future was so compelling that it became impossible for him to remain average. Elena and Marcus teach us one of life's most important truths. You are not limited by your classroom. You are limited by the size of your vision. Part II, the power and purpose of a giant vision. A classroom is just a room. 4 walls, a window, some desks, and a blackboard. But what you carry in your mind, your imagination, your ambitions, your purpose, those are walls without limits and horizons without borders. To understand why your vision must be bigger than the classroom, we must explore the nature of vision itself. Vision is not a dream. Vision is not a wish. Vision is not even a goal. Vision is a picture of the future that demands action in the present. Vision is the painting of your life before life begins to paint itself. It is the internal compass that keeps you moving when motivation fades, energy drops, and challenges rise. In fact, a powerful vision gives your life direction long before you know the exact steps. A famous proverb reminds us, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Proverbs 29:18. This does not mean physical death. It means loss of purpose, loss of direction, loss of meaning. Students without vision drift. They procrastinate. They do the minimum. They complain about the system, the school, the teachers, the workload, the timetable, because they have nothing larger pulling them forward. Vision does not remove challenges, but it gives you a reason to push through them. Imagine a student who aims only to pass a test. Their energy expires when the test is finished. But imagine a student with a vision to become a world-class engineer, or a groundbreaking researcher, or an influential leader, or a successful entrepreneur. Their drive stretches far beyond exams. Their learning does not end when the lesson ends. Their energy is fueled by the future, not by deadlines. A compelling vision is the difference between short-term academic survival and long-term global contribution. Part III, why many students stay small, and how you can break the cycle. Many students do not dream big, not because they lack ability, but because they have been conditioned to think small. Some say, "I am not good enough. I don't have money. My background is not strong. My marks aren't exceptional. No one in my family has succeeded before." But these are not reasons, they are excuses disguised by fear. Statistics show that nearly 70% of students limit their career aspirations to what they see immediately around them, rather than what they are fully capable of becoming. Statistic, for illustrative purposes, verify independently. This means most students do not fail because they cannot succeed. They fail because they never allowed themselves to imagine more. Your past is not a prison. Your background is not your destiny. Your limits are not laws, they are simply starting points. Another statistic reveals that students with long-term visions are 3 times more likely to persevere through academic challenges than those without a clear sense of purpose. Also illustrative, verify independently. Your ability is not determined by your environment. Your environment is often shaped by your ability to see beyond it. The classroom is designed to give you knowledge. But vision is what gives that knowledge meaning. Part IV, the engine of achievement, how vision creates energy. There is something extraordinary about students with a strong vision. They never seem to tire in the same way others do. Why? Because energy comes from purpose, not from sleep alone. Have you ever noticed how you can watch movies for hours or play games late into the night without feeling exhausted, but you feel sleepy after 10 minutes of reading a textbook? That is not laziness. That is misaligned vision. When you do something that does not connect to a compelling future, your brain shuts down. When your actions line up with a powerful vision, your brain lights up. A vision-driven student wakes up earlier, not because it is easy, but because their future is calling. They stay up a little later, not because teachers demand it, but because they are building a future they refuse to compromise. You grow stronger when your vision grows stronger. Part V, vision, makes discipline possible. Discipline is not about punishing yourself. Discipline is not about forcing yourself to work. Discipline is not about suffering through pain to prove a point. Discipline simply means doing what your future needs, even when your feelings resist. But discipline without vision is torture. With vision, discipline becomes purpose. A biblical reference beautifully captures this mindset. Write the vision and make it plain, for it will surely come. Habakkuk 2:2-3. When your vision is clearly written, discipline becomes natural. When your vision is unclear, discipline becomes unbearable. You cannot try to force yourself every day to study harder, work longer, or push further unless you know exactly why you are doing it. Discipline thrives in students who know where they are going. Discipline collapses in students who are simply trying to get through the day. Before we continue, if this message is resonating with your heart and mind, kindly subscribe, comment, like, and share this video. Our channel creates educational, inspiring, and practical content for students and learners in and outside schools, colleges, and universities, as well as for parents, teachers, school management, and community leaders who care deeply about effective learning and a brighter future for young people. Part VI, how a big vision changes your daily habits. When your vision expands, your habits transform automatically. A student with a small vision asks, "What must I do today?" A student with a big vision asks, "What must I become for my future?" Vision influences how you use your time, how you choose your friends, how you manage your emotions, how you respond to challenges, how you recover from failure, how you treat distraction, and how you show up to life. Vision is not simply a picture, it is a filter. It filters what you accept and what you reject. It filters who you associate with and who you walk away from. It filters what you invest time into and what you no longer tolerate. Vision shapes behavior more powerfully than rules ever could. Part VII. The classroom is your starting point, not your destination. Schools are incredible, valuable places. They give you structure, discipline, knowledge, and community. But school is not the world. School is preparation for the world. The classroom gives you information, but vision gives you transformation. The classroom gives you knowledge. Vision gives you direction. The classroom teaches you subjects. Vision teaches you purpose. The classroom prepares you for examinations. Vision prepares you for life. Education is not meant to end when the bell rings. It is meant to continue in how you think, how you dream, how you create, how you solve problems, and how you contribute to the world. Your education should feed your vision, not shrink it. Part VII. OBSTACLES, the test of the serious student. Every powerful vision will go through fire. You will face discouragement. You will face setbacks. You will face self-doubt. You will face failure. But none of these are signs that you should quit. They are simply tests. A great vision must be tested to become unshakable. The bigger the vision, the stronger the student becomes. When challenges arise, remember this proverb. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. You grow through resistance. You sharpen through challenges. You transform through difficulty. Vision gives you the resilience to push through storms that others run away from. Part IX. Action, the bridge between you and your vision. Vision without action is imagination. Action without vision is confusion. But vision with action is transformation. Whatever vision you choose, it begins with a single step. Not tomorrow, not next month, not when you feel ready, it begins now. 1 page of reading. 1 chapter of revision. 1 email to a mentor. 1 hour of study. 1 new skill. 1 brave decision. The journey of 1,000 miles does not begin with strategy or planning or fear. It begins with action. Time rewards those who act. Time punishes those who wait. Part X. Designing your future beyond the classroom. Here is the truth. Your classroom cannot contain your destiny. Your school cannot measure your capacity. Your present circumstances cannot predict your future impact. You may come from a small village, a crowded neighborhood, or a background without wealth or influence. But vision is the great equalizer. It is the one gift given to everyone equally, the privilege to imagine possibility. You do not need permission to dream. You do not need approval to grow. You do not need perfect conditions to begin. Greatness is not given, it is designed. You design yours through the clarity of your vision and the consistency of your action. If this message is empowering you, please subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. We create videos that address the real struggles, questions, and challenges faced by students and learners within and outside educational institutions, along with content dedicated to parents, teachers, school leaders, and community-based educational partnerships for building stronger and more effective learning cultures. Part XI. Your future is waiting for you to see it. Every life is built twice, first in the mind, then in the world. Your future must begin as a vision long before it becomes a reality. Do not let your classroom be the boundary of what you can imagine. Do not let your marks define your limits. Do not let your temporary challenges shrink your permanent possibilities. Ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? What problems do I want to solve? Who do I want to become? What impact do I want to make? What legacy do I want to leave? And then write it down. Think about it daily. Work toward it consistently. Your classroom teaches you subjects. Your vision teaches you greatness. Your circumstances may be modest, but your vision must be massive. Your journey may be slow, but your direction must be sure. Your beginning may be small, but your destiny can be extraordinary. Students, if there is one message you carry from today's teaching, let it be this. Never let your environment determine the size of your future. Let your vision determine the size of your environment. You are capable of more than you have ever imagined. You are full of potential that has not yet been realized. You are standing at the edge of a future waiting for you to claim it. Lift your eyes beyond the classroom walls. Expand your imagination. Grow your discipline. Sharpen your skills. And pursue the life that only you can build. Your future is calling. Your vision is the answer. Start today.